Hi friends, and welcome back to Chronic Lifestyle 180. Today I'm going to be talking about some ways that I personally manage fatigue. So I definitely experience fatigue almost on a weekly basis, and sometimes even more frequently than that. So it's definitely challenging to deal with, but I have figured out a couple of things that work for me, a couple of things that don't seem to have an effect. So I'll just kind of share with you guys what has worked for me. So I think the biggest thing that has worked for me is to learn how to manage my day. So not overcommitting to things. So we oftentimes hear that, spoonies like to overdo it on our good days because we don't know when we're going to be feeling well again. And so we actually tend to overdo it, and then that causes us to feel fatigued the next day. So something that I've learned and something that I've kind of put into practice for myself is to never commit to more than 80% of what I know I can handle. So for example, let's say I know that I can complete 10 things. I'm actually not going to commit to those 10 things. I'm only going to commit to 8 things because chronic illness is unpredictable and life is unpredictable. And so by leaving myself that little wiggle room, I'm actually able to kind of deal with situations where chronic illness kind of comes out of left field and out of nowhere, and I'm still able to complete those 8 things with integrity in the way that I like to complete those things and not throw myself into a fatigue flare. So that is one of the things that I do that has been probably the biggest lifesaver for me. Another thing that I do is like conserving or saving up energy as well as recuperating energy after a big event or something that's out of the ordinary for me. So for example, if I have a social event that I have to go to on a Thursday evening, let's say, then I would actually spend probably at least Wednesday, if not Tuesday and Wednesday, taking it really easy, kind of doing minimal stuff. If I'm, working out, I'll probably take it easy with my workouts, and really conserve my energy so that I have enough energy for that event on Thursday. And then I will also make sure not to plan anything too big for Friday and maybe even Saturday, depending on how big and how much energy that Thursday event took out of me. So it's hard because it seems like spoonies, like we're really regimented or we say no to things a lot, but we actually don't have a choice, because if we overdo it and we send ourselves into a fatigue flare, then nothing gets done, right? Then I can't do my laundry. I can't cook for the week. I can't, live my life the way that I want to. And so we end up having to kind of manage things on the front end and the back end of our events, which makes things challenging. It definitely makes things like vacations and things like that really hard. But it's possible. We just have to kind of learn how to manage things effectively and find a place of peace and acceptance with all of that. So I've hit the 3-minute mark. I honestly could talk a lot more about this. So if you all have questions or comments or would like to hear more about how I manage my fatigue, just let me know. Thanks for listening.